everybody, this is Ginger here, and this is Ginger's Rant Show. Sorry I'm slightly late, and I didn't have time this morning to do my production notes. So I'm just going to be winging it today. And I've been... Sorry. I've been winging, or not winging, I've been checking out the headlines and reading some of the articles and everything. All that's going on. Hey, Nancy! How are things in Alma, Wisconsin? I don't know if you got much snow there or not. We did get a little bit here yesterday morning. Pretty much gone now. It's really, right now, it's rain and snow mixed. But other parts of the state got it pretty good. Up north, some got like 3.5 inches, 4 inches of snow up north of here. Up in North Seattle, Kitsap County, up that way. Some of the schools are closed because, some of the schools are closed because it's very hilly, and a lot of buses are not really geared to handle snow and ice in those conditions. I mean, it's fine on flat surfaces, but when it comes to hills, and when you go down the hill, let alone if you can stop, it gets a little dicey. And it gets dicey trying to get up the hill, too. So that's why they close the schools for safety reasons more than anything, which does make sense. There was one school up there that had electrical issues, and of course they had to shut down anyway, so until they get that fixed. Anyway, I hope all is well. It's Wednesday, it's hump day mainly, and I'm bringing the news of the day. Trump is getting himself deeper and deeper in doo-doo. Not that I really care, I mean, he should know better. He's going to be paying the price on this, both in the legal aspect, he's going to be paying the price, and the more he attacks and riles against the DOJ, the deeper hole he's going to be digging so deep that he can't get himself out of it. He is now in trouble with the IRS. The IRS got his of course, they should have a copy of his tax records, but they're doing some digging. And I think he may get in trouble for tax evasion on this. And that carries a prison sentence, too. So, and also, he's still getting himself into the wrong crowd and everything. And a good majority of the GOP is just giving him the boot. They don't want him there. Because he is now causing many of the candidates there to lose their elections. Because anytime he goes to their rallies, he makes it all about himself, and he's not about the candidate. And, well, you know, when you're supposed to help a candidate out, you're supposed to help it out by talking about him and promoting his ideas and everything else, but not he who shall not be named. That's why a lot of the GOP don't want him there. Even Herschel Walker's campaign does not want Trump there at all, period. But I think Mr. Warnock is going to win this battle for this, and I hope he does. Now, they have one other guy, House Democratic leader guy. He's won the first time ever a black person winning that position, House leader position. And Nancy endorsed him. Of course, she knows she's not going to be running for House leader position. She just wants to represent her state of California and just take a break from all that. And because she's not going to be, from what I understand, from 2 years to the next presidential election. It got a weird setup when it comes to re-election. The House and Senate, it's like they said every 7 years and every 4 and some. And I go, well, you know what? Can't they just make it standardized and make it where it's every 4 years, 2 terms only in each, the House and the Senate. Just do it that way. 2 terms each. That's it. No more. And because we, as you know, some of us really get burned out by elections like this. When they do the presidential elections, which we know is every 4 years, right? Well, then 2 years later we have the midterms, and there's the elections there too. So why can't we just make every 4 years for both? Or for all 3 branches? And yeah, you're right, Nancy. Term limits are needed, and it needs to be put in place. And also, many House and the once they're served their term, they should no longer be keep getting paid ever. Okay, they should have like a backup plan when they do finish serving Congress or the Senate. Have a backup job or backup plan, or go back to teaching, or go back to doing law practice and doing that, if they want to keep earning income. But they should not be allowed to be paid after they're done serving. That should stop. The only person that should be paid after serving is the president. That's the only person. President and vice president. Because the vice president works hard as well. So there's a lot of changes that need to be made. I'm sorry. I've been dusting them. Doesn't help any. Let's see, anything else? Oh, my prayers for safety for those in the Big Island of Hawaii over in Hilo. Instead of one volcano that's erupting, there's 2. Mauna Loa, and there's another volcano that's erupting. And so they're dealing with 2 on that island. There are a number of people that are basically evacuated, but they don't think any lava flows went to any of the communities, because they created state natural resources create a lava flow channel that goes directly down the sea, and it avoids the communities and everything. It's not like over the other earlier eruptions on the other volcano. So right now they're just keeping an eye on it. They lost their old Kanoa Highway. It's basically gone. So really kind of hard to get up there near Mauna Loa. So she's going full force right now. So I hope everybody's safe and secure, and just stay away from the lava. Just don't go up there, with it. Gotta respect Mother Nature. What you gotta do. Let's see, what else is going on? Let me see here. Let me move my coffee cup a little bit. Hold on 1 minute. Let me look. Okay, the guy that won the history of first black party leader and Congress Democratic leader is Hakeem Jeffries, and he has been elected to that position. Um, let's see. Um, let's see, what else? Uh, okay, I don't see anything else right now. Well, what they did was they established it after so many eruptions that happened. Last time this Mauna Loa erupted was back in 19. It's been about 40 years. 40 years, about 41 years. 1980s, last time it erupted. And they said normally the mountain erupts every 40 or 50 years or so. Prior to 1980, it erupted back in 1940. So they're watching it. The geological United States Geological Survey is keeping an eye on the volcano. But check out their website. It's usgs.gov. Check it out, and they have the list of all the volcanoes around the world. They've been monitoring one up in Iceland. Apparently that one's quieted down for now. Knock on wood. Because for a while there, they had like 4 or 5 erupting at the same time. But luckily it's in an area where really kind of uninhabitable, so it's kind of safe. The people there in Iceland were pretty safe. Canary Islands, not so much. They didn't fare so well. They didn't expect that one to erupt over the Canary Islands, which is owned by the Spanish, owned by Spain. So anyway, on that, and I don't know if you've been keeping an eye on what's happening over in Great Britain. Regarding King Charles III. I never really liked him. I don't think he's ever really grown up per se. And he is very selfish, if you will. Okay? He doesn't want any of his brothers to really have any kind of power per se, or any. He's kind of paranoid, let's put it this way. And then treating his son Harry is, I think that's wrong on a parent. He really is. And also since his brother Andrew, he paid for the thing, and so he should just forgive and just let go, and he learned his lesson, so they should give him back his royal duties. Because right now, Charles is going to need all the help he can get to do all the public things that he needs to do. And even Princess Beatrice doesn't want to do any public duties per se, because she's already got her own job. She's working. working independently. So she just wants a career, and she just doesn't really want to get involved in being a working royal. Can't say I blame her. So really, Charles should let his brother and his nephew do what they want to do and what they're happy with. And he should not sit there and dictate to them what they can and cannot eat in their own home either. And he banned one of the favorite foods that Catherine can't eat in her own home anymore. Really, what business is it his? Really? I mean, you don't dictate to other people what they can and cannot eat in their own home, right? And I don't think Charles should. He should just shut up and let them eat what they want to eat and what they're happy with. That the part really irks me about King Charles. And I'm sure that once William becomes king, I'm sure he's going to change all that. He's going to go, nope, we're going to go fully modern and none of this crap. And doing away some archaic rules. Right now, Camilla is, she's doing away with ladies in waiting. She's doing Queen Companion. And 6 of her friends could do it. Some of them can and some of them can't. Some can do it part-time, but they can't do it all the time. To help her out. What is weird, Nancy? Or what Charles is doing? Well, if you read up on it, there are some royal experts say that yes, it is weird, and they kind of disagree with him too. He shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, it is. And really, what difference does it make? And you should not ban your family member for eating their favorite things or favorite foods. Really? And I'll bet you 2-1 when he tries to ban them, then he secretly sneaks in that particular banned food. I'll bet you he doesn't follow his own advice. That's my thinking on that too. So Charles, you need to stop meddling in other family members' food choices and just leave it alone. Okay? And you need to start bringing your son back into the fold and bring Andrew back into the fold. You're going to need all the help you can get. Okay? Your sister and your other brother, yes, your sister, she's getting older. And your younger brother, one brother is getting older. So, stop, what's the word? He needs to stop isolating Andrew and needs to stop isolating Harry. So, I don't like it when a sibling does that to another sibling. That's not being a sibling. That's not being close and being loving. What is it, Loki? So, let's see, what else? Oh, and I mentioned this yesterday during the Blue Dot meeting that I ran across an article. Well, there's this YouTuber by the name of Christopher. Oh, how do you pronounce his last name? Christo Avalos. He's been keeping track of all things that's happening with Trump legal-wise, and found out this one judge has frozen Trump's assets, frozen his monetary assets. So really, Trump doesn't really have any money. Uh, and it's getting to the point now, Trump's wife, she doesn't want anything to do with him now. Well, you saw how they interacted in the last 3, 4, 5 years. And but he turned around and snapped at her and everything else when she was smiling during their inauguration. He turned around and snapped at her because he was jealous of the fact that she was getting some attention. Well, if he turned around and snapped at her, I would have given him a swift kick in the butt and say, "You behave yourself." You know. Sooner or later, Trump will be in prison. He will. It'll happen. Some say, "Oh, well, it won't happen," everything else. I go, when you say that, they're telling me you somewhat condone what he's doing. And yes, he will be in prison. They're going to have such an airtight case where they do now. But sooner or later, it'll pop up in the news, he's being arrested, been indicted and arrested. And I hope they put him in jail. Not do house arrest. No, put him in jail. No, we're bare bones, everything, and see what happens. You know. I mean, I've seen and heard people do dumb and stupid things, but guess what? Karma will bite them. It will really bite them. Oh, speaking of which, in the news thing that's going on, over in the FIFA World Cup soccer, the United States beat Iran 1-0. And so this Saturday, the United States goes on to play against the Netherlands. So we'll root for them too. Root for our team over in the going to be going against Netherlands on Saturday. Iran was saying, "Oh, well, we'll do this and do this against you and everything else." And you go, that's not sportsmanship, guys. You know. So, and our Kraken had beat a team last night. But not who they beat. Hold on a second. Sports. Just a second here. Hockey. NHL. Let's see where we are in the standings here. Okay, we beat the Golden Knights, and we're in second place. So we got 6 wins in a row. The Seattle Kraken, and so yay, go guys! I don't know who they're playing next again. I'll have to check that. And of course, the Seahawks are playing this Sunday. Also, I understand that Russell Wilson's job is probably in trouble at the Denver Broncos. Well, what I think it is the coach and his offensive team, his linemen, is not doing their job to protect their quarterback, and that seems to be the thing that's following him around, and they're not protecting him when he's trying to throw the ball. Now, I like Geno Smith. He's fast. He's really fast. So, well, you play for so many number of years, you start slowing down when you get to your mid-30s, get closer to 40s. and it will catch up with you. And so it's always a good idea to have a plan in place when it is time to retire from professional sports and go on to something else. Sure, you enjoyed it, but you just don't want to get so badly hurt that you're going to have health problems later on. So you have to be kind of careful there. Well, anyway, it's time for me to sign off. Be sure to insist, persist, and push back. Keep in contact with your senators and House of Representatives, and just remind them very gently, very firmly that they work for you. They don't work for corporations. And tell them, you know what, you need to ban corporations from lobbying you. You need to concentrate on other issues and problems and work with us, which is the boss, the American people. So, and some people say, oh, well, that's not going to happen. I go, well, you're not trying hard enough. So, if you have a government working and representing you, you need to remind them who they work for, which is you, not corporations. Corporations are not people, and they should be pushed out on that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I will post this video on my YouTube channel. I need more subscribers on that. So please share, please let everybody know. And I hope to see you guys soon. And Nancy, I'm still working on my store, still working on that issue. So it will pop up, I will let you know. And so, I'm trying to get inspired to get it going, get it really going. So, I hope all is well. I love you all, and I will see you later. And stay safe from the snow and ice, okay? Please? You're welcome, Nancy. Hugs. And tell everybody hi for me, and like I said, I will post this on my YouTube channel. Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye.